Okay, when looking at maintaining a skid steer loader, you have the first thing you should do is go through a daily maintenance check, and that would be something as simple as opening the tailgate and checking things like your engine oil. If you need to check that, of course you got the dipstick and then an engine oil fill here. You do have your air filter if that would need to be checked and or replaced at that point in time. You want to check your cooling components, make sure that they're clean and getting the proper airflow through. Coolant recovery bottle up here at the top, and making sure the levels there are full. You also want to look at your hydraulic oil. There's a gauge on the sight gauge on the top of this tank. Some gauges are on the side of the machine. It'll depend on model and make as to where that's at. Those are all things that we want to look at and check on a daily maintenance type item. The other thing you want to do is make sure that you grease the pivot points. All of the points that move on the machine will have grease zerks on them, on the lift arm as well as toward the attachment carrying quick attach on the machine. Filling fluids, again I mentioned the oil here. We do have your diesel fuel fill in the back of the machine and your hydraulic oil fill up at the top on the tank here. So those are the things that you're going to want to make sure you have your fluids at the full and proper level. Okay, one of the things that's important on newer machines and all new equipment is made so that it meets the EPA requirements for Tier 4 would be the engine oil that you use. You want to make sure that you use a CJ4 or above level approved oil for in these engines. That way they meet the requirements, and the oil that you're using will be compatible with the treatment systems that are on the machine, whether it be a catalyst or a filter that's on the exhaust system. The new CJ4 rated oils will meet that level. So you want to make sure that you have that oil as you're adding and or changing oils. Something else we look at is on our machines. When we look at skid steer loaders, you want to make sure that your tire pressure is at the proper tire pressure for the individual machine. That may vary a little bit. Noting that in the winter, tire pressures do go down because of the colder air temperatures, and you want to make sure again that in order to not have trouble with that, you want to have it at the proper inflated pressure that would be listed in your operation and maintenance manual. Compact equipment is, while we have the skid steer loaders, we also have compact track loaders, and there you would want to make sure that your track tension is set to a proper tension on that track, again varying depending on make, model of machine that you will have. Okay, another thing to look at for maintenance items would be your ground engaging attachments on the machine. Here we have a bucket, which you have a bucket cutting edge, teeth on here. You want to make sure that they're in good shape and wearing properly. If they are starting to wear down, you would want to replace them before you would do any damage to the host tooth holder or the bucket itself. On the back side of the bucket, things to look at here again for daily checks would be to make sure that your hoses and tube lines are tight, not leaking, and don't have any debris near them that might cause you a problem later on during your operational tasks during the day.